Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Autogefühl. Today with me AJ and Jonas. I am here for the Mercedes G-Class Tech Insights Icon Day, or whatever, Iconic Insights Tech Day. And we're going to get a first sneak peek at the upcoming G-Class interior. We're not going to get to see the exterior, but we'll have an interview with the product manager for the G-Class business unit, and he's going to walk us through all the new changes and what's new for the upcoming next generation Mercedes G-Class. So, are you interested? Come on, let's go. I'm here with Mr. Gunnar. He's the head of the G-Class business unit at Mercedes. So he's going to take us through an exclusive sneak peek at the upcoming G-Class interior. Mr. Gunnar?
Yes.
So what is new about the new G-Class interior? What is it that has been changed? Why is it better than before? So walk us through the process.
Yeah, I'm happy to do so. Well, the G-Class is an icon. Mm-hmm. So for us, it was not only about what is new, it was as well about what did we keep. Mm-hmm. So only by keeping it, we could ensure that the G-Class remains an icon. So if we take a first look at the iPanel, we can see here as a display, you see that there are certain elements that fans of the G-Class will recognize immediately, like the passenger side grab handle, mm-hmm. or our 3 differential lock switches, which are typical to every G-Class. Mm-hmm. Further, the iPanel is A, very boxy, and B, very slim, allowing for a cockpit as the driver today knows it. Mm-hmm. But then we come to things that are new, and that is, for example, the instrument cluster as well as the head unit. You see it's very well embedded in keeping the rectangular style, and we are offering the instrument cluster in 2 variants. Mm-hmm. One is with tubes, classic, and we will see on a picture in a minute. We also offer it with a large digital display. So we have display. Mm-hmm. What's new next? We wanted to bring the exterior design also to the interior. Mm-hmm. And to do so, we have selected the outlet air vents and designed them in a way that they resemble the headlights. And they're put into aluminum boxes similar to where the headlamps are framed in. And then we have a long aluminum bar that combines the two. And on top of the iPanel, you see the 2 tweeters, and they come in a design that is similar to the indicators, which every G-Class driver knows, and I think most of them, at least we do, clearly loves. Mm-hmm. So with this, we think we make the interior unique. Mm-hmm. Further, new steering wheel. Mm-hmm. You have 2 touchpads, left and right. With left, you control the instrument cluster. With the right one, you control the head unit. We still have a knob in the middle console, not shown here, when you drive off-road, that you have full control, so to say. What also can be seen here, we have now the gear lever on the steering column. This was necessary to allow for more space in the center console. Here is a compartment with 2 large cup holders that we could now free up. And this is a different interior in total that we are seeing here, made up in the macchiato color, very light. The roof would also go light, and only the iPanel is in a brown to avoid any unnecessary reflections. Space is something which is, in general, also very important when it comes to the new interior of the G-Class, because we have more space for the driver, for the co-driver, and also for the passengers in the rear. Mm-hmm. We have optimized the area where you place your feet, the pedals, moved a little to the front. The seat, the field in which the seat can move is larger, so the 5% woman as well as the 95% man they would all find an ergonomic, suitable position in the seat. And in the rear, unfortunately you can't see it on this picture, on the rear we are offering 15 centimeter more legroom. The backrest is adjustable from a very comfortable position up to a cargo position, so depending on what you need. It's also 60-40 flippable for larger pieces of luggage, and we are offering a third climate zone in the rear. So plenty of things, but I think what the customer will see and love, it's a completely new interior. And if you compare this interior with the one we've been talking earlier, we think that we are offering quite a broad span between very luxurious interior here and a more traditional interior. And we see that we have a broad range of customers, and we are quite confident that we are meeting with this the customer demands.
So thanks first of all for that very detailed explanation. Hope you guys were able to understand what's new about the new G-Class, as well as, like you said, retaining the icon that is the G-Class, and so that everybody's happy and catering to all your different market segments. So I take it that this is more of an evolutionary step rather than something very extravagantly revolutionary. I think it still feels very Mercedes, it still feels very G-Class. It has the grab handle for the passenger, but at the same time you have the full the infotainment screen and the gear stock on the column. So more evolutionary and to come together and homologize with the rest of the Mercedes range. Is that true?
Absolutely. A G-Class is a G-Class. So for us it was a pleasure and a burden at the same time to ensure that we keep an icon. So therefore we had to make many decisions on what to change and what to keep. And we wanted to fulfill, of course, both customer demands, those who wanted or always want to keep the iconic elements, but also those requests where our customers were asking for more comfort, more space.
And what about the next step forward? What can we expect going forward with the G-Class? I mean, this is already yet to be released, so I'm asking a question that is perhaps way too premature right now. But, I saw some concept art around here as well with some more driverless focused cockpits with not really much of a steering wheel. I saw some over there. I mean, is that something part of the strategy that Mercedes and G-Class as a model is going towards? More autonomous driving and a much more, driverless cockpit and that kind of an interior. Is that something that's in the books right now?
Well, right now we see the G-Class is, so to say, a real vehicle. What do I mean with this? If you open the door and you close it, you hear it. It's a real car. If you drive it, you really have to drive it, but you get feedback from the car, and this is what makes the G-Class special. And on this we like to further focus. We have the technology that we have been talking about in our company overall. If there is a customer request, for sure we will integrate. But I'm also like to, in an extended way, answer your question in such a fashion. Today we are talking about the interior of our new G-Class. There's lots of more to come when you will have a chance later in Detroit at the world premiere, when we are also showing the exterior. Talking about comfort in the interior is one thing. Our customers will experience more comfort while driving the car, and I'm also quite confident that when it comes to off-road, we can show that the G-Class not only is the benchmark in off-road, but also gets better.
Well, I will definitely be at Detroit, so stay tuned for my coverage of the world premiere. And one final question before I let you go. When is this going to be available to the customers? When is it going to be launched in the market? Do you have a date on that yet?
Of course, we have the date. I can communicate to you today, summer, and it will be a pleasure meeting you in Detroit personally, and then I can give you the final date as well.
Okay. Well, I look forward to meeting you in Detroit. Thank you for your time.
Thanks.